Smaller gap on boosted applications, because
The heads always stink the worst with burnt oil smell.
wide, it's way bigger than factory, which
There's a couple of pins you have to install. Here's my Trask Performance turbo system.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go.
In this video, we take my turbo bagger over to John at J&B Cycleworks and we replace out the lifters because they had around 30 or so plus thousand miles on it. Now, we're gonna do something new on this video. I'm gonna put a timeline, I guess a timestamp on each section of the video so that way you, as a viewer, if you don't wanna watch part of the video, just go down to the description where I'll put the timestamps. You click on the timestamp that you want to see, and you can just go to that section of the video without having to watch the whole videos. In this channel, I'm not going to draw out, hey, what I like best about that. I'm going to tell you right off the bat. So moving forward in this video and all my videos moving forward, I'm going to put a timestamp on my description or in the description. And if you don't want to watch a certain section of the video, no big deal. Just go to the timestamp, click on there. You can watch that section over and over all you want. Okay, so not only did I take this bad boy out there to John at J&B Cycleworks to replace the lifters, but you'll be surprised that they were, I was surprised that they were in excellent shape. Well, I wouldn't say excellent, but excellent shape for 30 plus thousand miles. They, man, I'm gonna contribute that to me changing the oil by sight, and I have a video on that already if you wanna go check that out. But anyhow, so we're gonna go back to yesterday, right now, because in the process, I'm gonna get this turbo bagger off my lift here, and I'll show you that once we go from yesterday's video to today's video. And I also have the brand new piece from Trask Performance because I'm also gonna show you, maybe in the next video, but probably in this video, how easy it is to install the turbo exhaust manifold that we just got for this one. So without further delay, let's go back to yesterday, about 10 hours ago. Welcome back, everyone. We are here with the man himself, John from J&B Cycleworks. Oh, the camera's over there.
Oh man, there it is.
Yeah, so as you can see, we got the turbo bagger over here. It's getting some much needed upgrades. John here is replacing the lifters, right? Because those lifters had probably about, I don't know, what did I say, 25, 30,000 miles on them?
I think that's what you said.
Something like that, which is a lot for lifters, especially when you're pushing an average of 200 plus. And I say 200 plus because it has a boost controller. They can take it up to 220, 230, depending with when you have it with BP 109. But anyhow, I want to make this video for you guys because the importance of replacing your lifters is very important. What do you say, John?
Absolutely. It's a very overlooked common maintenance item, depending on lift and duration and, you know, cam profile and stuff. You know, 20,000 miles
plus
isn't a bad idea to get them out of there with a stock cam profile. Larger cam profiles, more aggressive lobes, much sooner than that.
Yeah. So in case you guys are wondering what the lifters are, I know I'm speaking with an experienced crowd, but you might see this down the road. Lifters are these things that are in here, and they go up and down. We got the S&S lifter cuffs, and yeah, so we're replacing them. Now, in case you're wondering what the lifters look like that were on there, I'm actually pretty impressed, as is John, simply because these are S&S, and but they were installed by Trask over in Phoenix. Probably 2022, 2021. And as you can see here, let me get this to focus. As you can see here, this lifter here, it has some wear and tear, but John did some tests on it already, and it is pretty much in good shape for considering that it was in a boosted application for 2 cylinders on an M8 bagger. So it's definitely in, let me try to get this in focus here. But yeah, it's definitely in good condition compared to some of the other ones, because if you don't replace these lifters and you have some ticking going on that you can hear from your engine here, it could potentially blow your engine, right, John? Via fuel, oil pump and cam plate.
Lifter failure will lead to what we like to call catastrophic engine failure. Whether the roller comes apart or the bearing comes apart, or you get a flat spot, you can wear out the cam profile, you'll wear out the lifter. Worst case scenario, you scatter loose metal components all throughout the motor. which is obviously not good for it. And you could also score the lifter bore, which can be fixed, but requires you to split the cases and send it off to a company like Dark Horse or Revolution or one of the other many
A1
machine
Mike?
companies.
Yeah.
I don't know if Mike does
Does
lifter bores or not.
Okay. Well, so let me give you a quick recap. Let me just back up here while John is finishing this up here. Before I forget, Ryan at Bamco Motorsports sent me these bolts here along with the bolts that we're replacing these right here with. Oh, here they are. John has them. John has them ready here because the current ones that I have are all rusted.
They're pretty gross.
You know, the corrosion here. Let me see, try to zoom in. Yeah, look at that. So we're going to replace those. Essentially, they're going to be the same ones like these down here. Let me try to get this focused in for you guys. They're going to look like these on the cam cover plate. And eventually, this whole bike will have those. These here are for the frame, which will replace these. We might do it tonight, but maybe a later time. Maybe because, simply because...
well, it's Monday.
We might run. It's Monday. It's Monday, and you're off, right? So, but yeah. So this is a 131 Stage 4 kit. Everything is from Harley-Davidson. The heads have some the SNS roller rocker arms kit in there, and they've been on there since 21, I want to say, or 22, I want to say.
Guardian kit, as the SNS would call it.
Top End Guardian kit. At that time, dude, it was like $899.
They're still up there.
They're still up, man.
They're still up there.
But I haven't had any issues with that. We've never broken into the engine. Like nothing's ever been. It hasn't broken since Trask put it together. The flywheel here is doesn't have a compensator. It is from Dark Horse, Man of War. They have it in there, and I haven't had any issues with it. The reason we replaced it was because as soon as I found out that this bike was pushing 200 plus, I said maybe the stock flywheel for this Gen 1 M8 was not going to make the cut. So that's pretty much it. There's a lot more going on, but this throttle body manifold is from Ward. It's ported and polished. It's a 64 throttle body. That manifold that is over here. Again, Screaming Eagle, good parts. Here it is. And yeah, no issues with it at all. When John was taking it off, there was no oil in here. I did go back home to get this piece here in case you're wondering what this piece is. As you can see here in the throttle body itself, this piece here is all corroded. I mean, it looks like crap. But I've had this for like 2 years. Just wondering when I was going to get to it.
Perfect excuse to put it in now.
Yeah, so John he had it here, so it's going to look like this. It's kind of a hidden part, but still. But I think this will look a lot better like this than this right here. You know what I mean? So there it is. HPI sells them for, I want to say, 80, 90 bucks each. So that'll be going on. This is the the blow-off valve from Trask.
Yes, sir.
And then what else can I cover? Oh, of course. The whole body replacement kit from Advent Black. This is Advent Black's whole shot kit, and this is their whole shot bags. I'm a big fan of these. This bike came with the longer model bags.
It's a special, so it had the stretch
It was
bags,
a special, right? Yeah. So it had the longer ones, and I've always preferred these, I guess, even cut ones. Primarily because when I take them off to wash them, I can just put them on the floor with a towel and they'll stay still. But this whole shot kit, if you're looking from the back here, I feel like it looks very sleek from both sides right here, you know? And then the color combination I went with is, these are all 2024 Harley-Davidson colors. This is the Blue Burst. This is the CVO White Onyx. And this is the CVO, 24 CVO, which is Black Raven Metallic or something, I think it was called, for the CVOs. LS Fabworks Baja kit there. But yeah, this whole shot kit came with the FXR style side covers here, the cut-in tank here. As you can see, everything is painted just right. Everything matches. There's a red pinstripe here and a gray one. Is very subtle. You can't see, but the red pinstripe to me, I think it looks kind of good because to a degree it's the red. Let me get the camera. Red, white, and blue. So that's kind of subtle, but it's pretty cool. I didn't know it was going to come out like that, but it was pretty good. Got the interfering kit. Everything matches. And this kit here is it's money, man. So anybody can get it. You can pick any colors, and they're coming out with a lot of carbon fiber parts as well. So go check them out. Let me see here. John himself, he went ahead and installed the Arlenis lower and upper triple tree set. The Method, I think, right?
Method risers. Yes,
Method
sir.
risers.
I want to say Method triple trees as well.
Okay. Yeah, all of this. And then Arlenis tubes here. And we have Olin suspension, which is the way to go to. I made a whole video on that, so you guys can check it out. But yeah, I got the Oberon levers, ODI grips and bar, Arlenis mirrors. Ultra cool. I love my Ultra cool. It's been on here for at least 18,000 miles and I haven't had any issues with it. I will have JJ from Ultra cool send me some new grommets and upgrades for this current setup here, and it'll look nice and better.
They have a new mount kit that he can send you, a retrofit kit.
That's what it is.
Better brackets. It's more stable. It's not going to shake as much when you're cruising down the road at higher rates of speed. Of course, not breaking the speed limit.
Of course. Yes, that's what he said he was going to do. So I have that here. I got the Evolution Industries clutch. Super expensive in my opinion, but man, does it grip it. I got the Man of War compensator in here, and these spark plugs are here that John took off to inspect, and he told me that they've been on here for quite a while, and we should probably replace them.
It's getting new plugs today.
Yeah, and there's a specific ones that they recommend, and John has them here to replace the spark plugs with. Here's the boost controller, so I can go from 8 pounds. You can see the boost controller right up there, or the boost gauge. I can go from 8 pounds all the way up to 15 pounds, and that's where I get into the 230s or so, which is ridiculous. Nobody needs this kind of power, but it's always nice to have, in my opinion. Trask Check MA cover. I think that's good. Oh, also in the heads, I have is it the T-Man breathers in here? Yeah, I have it in the heads. I have the T-Man breathers in there. I forgot to tell you that.
Okay, it's got T-Man breathers. He was one of the first ones to market with those. I think he might have had them before Fueling did.
No, he absolutely did.
And now S&S has their own offering as well.
Yeah, no, but those are, you know how they're like serviceable? I've never serviced them, so.
Well, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, it's probably like the Fueling where you can take it apart, replace the umbrella valve and the breather pad.
Down here, I have I had a track dynamic swing arm, but we went back to stock because the bushings and the swing arm, essentially I broke them both. John was here for that as well, and it wasn't pretty. As a matter of fact, with that as well, the chain. This is a new chain. I'm gonna consider a new chain that probably has around 3,000 miles on it. The other one had around 25,000 miles on it, and it was bowing on its side. I'll try to play in a video here, but it's not supposed to do that. Trask chain drive kit, love it. BSD carbon fiber wheels, Metro Cruise Deck tires. I have, of course, the Baker Grudge Box transmission. I've been meaning to make a video on this. This Grudge Box, I want to say, Trask installed it for me as well. Yeah.
So this one has the N1 shift drum, doesn't it?
No, the other one does.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other bike.
I have the drum fret that they sent me. I just haven't had a need to take it out. So I figure when they break something, then I'll just...
Then we'll do it.
Yeah, then you'll do it. Yeah. But that Grudge Box transmission has easily, man, as many miles as the turbo. So yeah, about 30... Yeah, man, 28, 30 something thousand miles on it. I'm getting confused now, but definitely a ton of miles.
That's what happens when you have too many bikes.
That is the thing. And then these are the Baja Designs headlights, but this kit here is from Ellis Fabworks. I like it because everything's tucked in. And we got the Paul Yaffe, I can't speak, eliminator kit for the turn signals. So that's what that is.
Bagger Nation.
And yeah, this bike has been through a lot. There's a lot more that I can talk about. Oh, and of course, how can I forget? The Bad Boys custom seat that they got there for me, man. It is.
That looks like a new seat.
It is. They sent it to me.
That wasn't there last time I was.
They sent it to me for Lone Star, and George, Eli, and Pat out there. I mean, they look at this design, man. Did a great job. Yeah, these hand guards here are from Amazon for 30 bucks. I know I shouldn't have people frown upon having Amazon parts, but those work just fine for me. So that's pretty much the overall. These Oling Screaming Eagle shocks, I know a lot of people gave them grief, but I've had them on since I got the bike, and these for sure have shy of 40,000 miles on them. I've never had them reserviced or anything, and that's probably why I got Olins so much, because I haven't had any bad experiences with Olins.
Right. Well, seeing as you do have Olins on the other bikes, how do these stack up in comparison?
I mean, Olins is good compared to the Legends.
Or
Olins is
the
a
SE Olins versus your standard Olins.
I don't know. I don't know if I noticed a difference.
Well, there you go.
I don't know if I noticed a difference. I would have to say. I know they say there is a difference, but personally I haven't noticed it. Either that or
Not
I just...
a big enough difference to justify swapping them out.
But this bike I think is lighter than the 153 CVO. So it might, I don't know. And I do have carbon fiber wheels on this, so that might have something to do with it. In case you're wondering what these things are right here, O2 sensors, and these are specifically widebands that are directly connected to the ThunderMax tuner, because I have a ThunderMax tuner in here. Oh look, John cleaned out the throttle body here from Ward. Manifold. Doesn't look bad.
Just a little scrub. Be kind of silly not to do something while we're right here, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, let me back up here, because here at J&B Cycleworks, the guys here, they work pretty much on everything, right? Is there a few brands you don't work on?
Name brands. Most Japanese, almost every Japanese brand, some European, BMW, Ducati. But yeah, we're name brand, we can usually do it. There's just depends on what scope of work you're looking to have done.
You can see they got
if you actually look through the flaps, we've actually got a that bike right behind you, I believe, actually.
This one?
This one.
This one, okay.
This one, hopefully by the end of the week, this will actually be a trike.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you look
the trike gang.
Yeah, if you look through the flaps over there, we got the big box for Motor Trike. Came in last week.
Oh, yeah. So, obviously the Motor Trike, is that the name?
Motor Trike is the brand, yes.
Okay.
We are a dealer for them.
Look at that.
We've done a couple of their conversions so far, and that's one of two that should be done by hopefully New Year's.
By New Year's, nice. Look, he has all this stuff here. I don't know if John's mic's gonna work, but right over here, they have a dyno machine. They have a dyno shop. It's all set up, it's turned off. I'm not gonna get in there, but anyhow, I'll try to plug some stuff in. But here, they have a dyno machine. And I mean, look at these sports bikes, BMWs. They have another trike up here. These guys here work. I'm pretty much, they get it done. They get it done, man. In terms of oils, you guys use what, AMSOIL, Bel-Ray?
AMSOIL is our main go-to. We are going to experiment a little with Bel-Ray. I recently just put Bel-Ray in all 3 holes on my Lowrider S. And the little bit that I've gotten to ride, I will say the transmission does seem to be shifting very, very, very smooth.
All right.
So we might actually give it a go on one of Crew's bikes.
Yeah, well, let's do it on this one. Well, except this Evolutions, I have to use ATF Type F,
yep,
automatic transmission for
Type
basically.
F ATF, that's correct.
So for the Evolution one there. Okay, so when I walked in, obviously my bike's on this lift here, I saw this and I was like, what is happening here? I know you guys have seen it too, you're probably asking. This is not a Harley-Davidson, this is a Triumph. What model is it? What is it?
That is a Thruxton RS.
Okay, whatever John said. But these guys are going to do a total rebuild. This stuff in powder coating, their stuff.
Essentially, anything on the bike that was silver is now black. So swing arm. Actually, this is a special edition, the RS. So it actually comes from the factory with Brembo monoblocks and Olin suspension front and rear. So we actually, just like the 153 you have, we took the axle lugs off the forks, had them powder coated. So they're going to be black now instead of silver.
Very nice.
Swing arm's been broke down. The monoblock calipers are now black. I don't think I have anything unwrapped, but this is just a box of powder coat. I had one piece right there.
Oh,
so you
look,
can get
you're
a
rocking the
little idea.
Olins too.
Olin's front and rear from the factory on
They
this
look
one.
kind of tall.
And then,
Anyways.
yeah, so this is one of the axle lugs.
Ooh, look at that. Ooh, spin it, spin it. Oh man, let's throw some money. Let's throw some dollars. Make it rain. Where's my make it rain gun? Just kidding. I only heard about those. So.
Right.
Well, that's
No.
awesome, dude.
Yeah,
That's
hopefully this
awesome.
will be done by the end of the week. Shout out
End of
Conroe
the
Powder
week?
Coating here. Local guy, does fantastic powder coat work. And now all we're waiting on is Marcel at Rush Motorcycle Collision Specialists. They are
a good
doing
painter.
a custom paint job on the tank for us.
Nice,
Should be pretty awesome.
dude. Is this stainless exhaust? Is this stock?
Yes,
Aftermarket or what?
It's aftermarket. It is a dual exhaust system. This one will get tuned here. Once I get the bike put back together, it does need to go back to another shop for a minute. They happen to have the airbox
Oh, okay.
that's been deleted. It just got delivered like last week, so I do need to have it drop back off with them to install that. Then it'll come back and we'll throw it up on the dyno and see if we can get the tune cleaned up on it.
See what I mean? These guys do it all, man. Do it all. As I showed you guys already before, I took off the Screaming Eagle aluminum throttle body, I guess, cover. And I already installed the HPI carbon fiber cover. And man, it looks so much better compared to the stock one. Granted, you know, it's aluminum and it, you know, I got a lot of miles on it, but this is what I'm talking about with the corrosion here in Houston. I mean, this bad boy is pretty beat up, and it's from the factory like this. Obviously, it looks very shiny from the factory when it's new, but that compared to this, so when this is installed here, I think it's gonna go, well, I'm not gonna mess with it. When it's installed here, like it's gonna look pretty, it's a subtle change, but it's a nice change. We have now removed the tank here because John is gonna replace the spark plugs here, and because apparently the ones I have are severely used.
Yeah, I think he went just maybe a couple miles over recommended, but
They're a little beaten up.
that's okay.
Yeah. Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah. Sorry, both shop dogs today.
Both shop dogs, great dogs.
Come on, Gracie. Let's go.
So,
front. Come on.
let me show you the spark plugs that are on there. Again, I'm gonna do my best to zoom in on this, but look at that. These here are severely used. You said the gap was bigger than?
The gap is pretty far. It's pretty wide. It's way bigger than factory, which typically on a boosted application, you run usually a smaller gap on boosted applications because you don't want the boost to blow out the spark.
Yeah, and I'm sure they were, but man, these have, you can tell that, yeah.
Well, show them a new one.
Oh, well, let me get a new one out here. Yeah, you're right. Okay, to the left is the stock one, or the one that was on the bike. As you can see, it is used up. And to the right over here is the new one that we're install. The same ones that were with a turbo kit. And yeah, so I'm not gonna be faster, but the ignition is gonna be more efficient. Is that my understanding, John?
Yeah, I mean, you actually might pick up some throttle response.
There you go. Look at that.
Maybe a little bit, maybe better fuel economy, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Either
yeah,
way,
you
it
can
needs
see
to be
this
done.
here. And then where's the other one? Look at that. Oof. Yeah, this one is like, look at that
Here's
gap.
your rear cylinder inside.
Rear cylinder inside. Dude, this one actually, I think it looks worse.
I think so.
This might be the worst one of the four so far.
Fourth one on its way.
And again, this is the new one that's going on there.
There's your
All right, John, which one is this one?
front cylinder.
Front cylinder inside.
Yeah, I mean the right side, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah. Look at this. Yep. Well, this is one of the new ones. So old gap, new gap.
Well, these haven't been gapped yet. We're gonna check them, but we're gonna put them at the stock Harley gap.
Yeah.
And see where they're at.
And we are back. I'm about to take this motorcycle off of my lift here for my F250. And again, I have a full video on this, and I'll leave that in the description, if not up here somewhere. Nonetheless, a few things I want to mention is that this lift has, you know, obviously you tie it down to the lift itself, but what I like to do further is I like to get 4 straps and tie it down to the 4 corners of my truck bed to just make sure that this bad boy doesn't go anywhere. So as you can see, it's not going anywhere. So that's what I do. The instructions don't tell you to do that, but if you decide to get this Rampage lift, I would definitely encourage you to tie it down front and rear, simply because, you know, this is what, like 8 inches, and you don't want it to sway too much when you turn or brake or hit a bump. With this lift, you get this toggle switch situation. You just connect it in here, and there's only one way that it goes. And then you have in or out. And that's pretty much it. It goes down from here. And then that's pretty much it. There is a couple of pins you have to install and take off to make this slide work, you know. But all in all, I really like this ramp lift. The only thing I don't like, though, I'll be honest with you, to each their own, I mean, this works great, is that you have to pull the motorcycle back from the lift to make it come back. And sometimes it's kind of hard to move, you know, 800-900 pounds, 1,000 pounds back. But once you have that down, you're good. It's advertised as a 1-man lift, but it's like a 1.5-man lift. In other words, like it's advertised as, there's the kickstand there. It's advertised as it being that only one person can do it. But no, I need 2. So the reason we move it up a little bit is because we gotta get this unlocked. And at that point, make sure your kickstand's down. And that's it. Your bike is off the ramp or the lift. Just to recap, we have the Bamco ARP bolts, kinetic gasket seals right here, kinetic or kinetic, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And we got the fueling lifters in here that I want to say they're full travel. And then we also replaced the spark plugs. So rule of thumb, whenever you replace your lifters, you also want to replace your spark plugs. Here's my Trask Performance turbo system. I don't have a table, so I'm doing it here on my mats. But anyhow, so this is going to get installed right here. So how this works out is this turbo, this is the cold side of the turbo, and this is the hot side of the turbo. This, or this part right here, is going to go into the plenum right there. And then this part here, or let me go back here, this part here is going to go into the turbo system, and this is the middle of the exhaust pipe for the turbo system. And how Trask has it is they have these fitted systems on their pipes. This is for the rear cylinder, and it marries up to this. And this one here has the same thing, and it goes to the front cylinder up there. You install it with just some bolts. Oh, and then your oil line goes right here to your cam cover, so that way you can keep the turbo nice and full of oil. And of course, this is the where it gets its oil feed from this hose right here. So we're going to install it right now. There's a few more fittings there. Trask Performance has an excellent video on how to install this turbo system. So that's what I'm going to do right now.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go.
And we are back. We're on cue. The turbo system's installed here. Everything on the bike is good. The lifters, there was no sound to them or anything like that. Spark plugs, I don't know the difference, but I think it just sparked up right away. I turned it on one time, so it sounds good. It sounds rowdy. I would turn it on for you guys, but we got my little boy around here in the warehouse. I don't want him you know, suck up those or breathe in the fumes, because that's just not cool. Before I end this video, it's a good rule of thumb, if I haven't mentioned it already before, to replace your spark plugs whenever that is they replace your lifters. I mean, it's very inexpensive, and that's kind of like the rule of thumb that you want to do. Essentially, it's kind of like a tune-up per se, and that way you keep your engine running in tip-top shape. I was very pleased that the lifters that were in there for like 30,000 miles plus on those lifters, they were, as I showed you already in the video, they would look used, but man, I expect for them to be beat up and broken and off the little roller and stuff like that. And I was just pleasantly surprised that they were good, because man, I would give it all the time on this bike, and people on the street would tell you that I never babied this engine. And Screaming Eagle, it's good, man. Granted, it has a Man of War flywheel in there and stuff, but man, I was just so impressed. But I think that's because I changed my oil by sight, as I've shown you guys on my previous videos. And yeah, so again, whenever you change your lifters, it's a good rule of thumb to also replace your spark plugs, because why not? It's kind of like a little tune-up, and just keep your engine running in tip-top shape. So that's what I did, and that's what I do. And I say to replace your spark plugs when you replace your lifters, because in my case, I know Harley advises you to replace your lifters every 20,000 miles. But I got very high horsepower motorcycles. As a matter of fact, each one of these motorcycles, my 3 Road Glides, they're all built engines. And a built engine is a engine that's fully built, like crank up, not a top end up, but a crank up. And these have aftermarket flywheels, and they're fully built. So on these, I replace the lifters every 10,000 miles or so. I think on the OG, maybe every 8 or so. You don't have to, but I just like to do that anyways, because lifters are pretty inexpensive and it's good insurance. So if your engine is stock, Harley recommends every 20,000 miles, but honestly, you know, if you hear a little ticking, replace the lifters, in my opinion. So anyhow, you guys be good. Do you want to tell them bye? You got to get over here so I can see you.
Okay.
You want to tell them bye? See? On your nice bike? Say, have a good night.
Have a good night, my night. Bye.
All right. And always remember, if you can, go donate some time, some food at your closest food bank. If you can, donate some blood at your local blood bank. And always remember that no matter what kind of day you had today, tomorrow's another day to shine. So you guys be good. And now I'm going to go take a shower. You want to get out? Yeah. Where do you want to go? Go inside? All right, give me 5. Boom.
Where's all my toys?
Let's go get your toys.
Okay.
Love the kids.